Hey guys, it's Sick here, and we're going to be exploring this island. Holy crap. I mean, the thing is, it's like I said in the very first episode, that there wouldn't be anything flying if there wasn't anywhere it could land. Inventory full. Get that. Mushroom spore. Oh, this really is a science expedition now, ain't it? Yeah, I said in the very first episode, it's like inventory full, free some space. No, I don't need to do that yet. I said in the first episode, no, there's definitely wildlife here from the sounds of things. I said that there was no way whatsoever that there'd be flying things unless, whatchamacallit, unless there was land. Just won't make sense. I don't know. I mean, call me really, really stupid about our species, but, or just the species that populate the Earth, but I don't think. God damn it! I don't think that there is any like there's plenty of like birds that bulbo tree what that spend most of their time like in the ocean, but I'm specifically talking about like there's no actual like birds that live in the sea. Okay, I cannot pick up all this stuff. I'll just have to make do with what I've got. I'm gonna keep exploring. Like there isn't a single bird that I know that's, which, to be fair, I don't know a lot about birds or animals in general. But there's birds, therefore there must be land. So that they themselves can land because, yeah, sure, you can argue, oh, alien planet. But surely there could, wow, that's one hell of a set of engines that it's got. There's just no way that a bird, at least I'm almost certain that birds need a place to land. Because, like, they're not like fish. Like, they don't have the survival instincts of fish. That's not loaded yet. Or that the way that they survive in the water, which is, you know, they have to keep moving, I think it is. I know sharks do. So, obviously, they have to land somewhere. And this would fit it. And because there's trees, it's obvious that it has been like this for a long, long time. Such a long time. Because we've got trees, which trees are not fast growers. Unless it's a bamboo tree, which these clearly aren't. In fact, hell, that looks like a tree that you'd see on Earth. So clearly this, oh jeez, this has been here for a long time. Long enough for birds to evolve. Or like the fish to evolve into birds. That takes a long, long time. I mean, remember, we humans only evolved into what we are since, like, what, 10,000 years ago? It took us, like, we were around like, our ancestors were around for millions of years. It took millions of years for us to become who we were. We only managed it within the last 10,000 years. So the idea, so that means that this, you know, those things underneath, I think they're floaters, like giant ass floaters. Okay, come on. These giant floaters have been holding up this island for millions of years. Makes you wonder how long the floaters last. I am lost. Oh, I'm all the way. I'm back here. Okay, I'm gonna keep exploring, but I'm not gonna like commentate over it or record it and such. It's just well, obviously record it in case something interesting happens. Oh, this island is so cool. Because you gotta think about this. I have spent the last 8 hours of this game in the water. The only kind of thing I've seen, it's always been underwater, minus that one coral tube sticking up. This is the first time I've been able to walk around on actual land without having to worry about my oxygen. And the best part is, without having to worry about the horrors of the sea. Here's another thing as well. Here's another thing as well that brings up an interesting question. There's a dirt path. Why is there a dirt path? Because if there's a dirt path, you would assume one of two things. Either there's animals, you know, that have been walking about, which, you know, haven't seen any, so, you know, unless they're all hiding or they all died out, which could be a thing, you know. It's even though it's really amazing that there's this island, it's still a very small island. And being this really small island, you gotta run into the problem of carnivores. You gotta worry about, like, the ecosystem of the island, not just the ocean, the island. Just, huh? There was a rock slide here. It's like the island's ecosystem would have been incredibly fragile. Like, carnivores would have evolved eventually, and what I can assume is that the carnivores that were here obviously did what carnivores do, how natural selection do, and ate all the herbivores. But then obviously their source of food is gone, so, you know, what do? They can't do anything. They're animals, they're primitive, their brains are primitive, they can't, you know, that's one of the things, that's why we humans are on top of the food chain, because our brains are more evolved than animals. So it's like, you gotta wonder, like, the story of this island, because, like, there's a little bug there. You know what the devs need to do? Like, I'm sure they're busy. I know they're busy. I've looked at their roadmap thing, because the developers actually are very public with what they plan. They, like, said, like, okay, this is all the stuff that we want to do, this is all the stuff we're working on, this is the ETA for the stuff, this is the stuff that's on the backlog, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. Because development is not an easy job. If you have never studied any aspect or tried any aspect of game design, and you think that it's easy, you are off your rocker. Game design is not easy. And you can say all this stuff like, oh, but Scott Cawthon released, you know, the FNAF games within like 2 or 3 months of each other. Well, no offense to Scott. No offense whatsoever. I'm really happy that he, you know, his game has became such a phenomenon, and, you know, he's got a lot of, like, love and such, and yeah, sure, he did fuck up FNAF World, but he admitted it, which is something a lot of developers won't do. It takes a lot of guts to look at your game and say, yes, I fucked up. Like, it takes guts to do that. So it's like big props to Scott for having, you know, the guts to say that. But it's like Five Nights at Freddy's. Again, no offense to Scott, but Five Nights at Freddy's is a very, very, very easy to design game. Like, it's one of the easiest kinds, because all it is Especially with the engine that he was using. The engine he was using was very forgiving for... Oh, I'm going back around in a circle. Was very forgiving. But it's actually just still or an animated image with a fishbowl effect that rotates. And a few, like, hot key areas which you can click on. And the animatronics were just very short, like 3-second 3D renders. That's one of the reasons why they don't actually move. It's because they're actually images. And when you see them twitching, it's just two images moving to each other. The only... Yeah, there is... Put simply, it's a very simply designed game. That is why Scott Cawthon was able to release FNAF 1 through 4 very quickly between each other. Because it was a simple case of... Because, like, it's mostly 3D modeling that he did. Like, he modeled the area, then had a picture, then put a fishbowl effect on it, and then he modeled the characters, which... They're low poly characters, but they're designed in a way that makes them terrifying, so the low poly kind of doesn't really matter. Like, I'm not good at judging poly numbers by looking at it, but if I had to guess, I'm thinking that it was a couple of 10,000. Is that more lithium? That is more lithium. I will take that lithium, and I will now have to start heading back home. The sun's probably coming up soon. Okay, nearly fell in the water. God damn it. Well, sun's coming up, as I said. Okay, so I just gotta get back to this. So yeah, basically, no offense to Scott Cawthon. Again, as I said, great developer, has done far more than I can claim. So, but I'm just saying it as it is. Five Nights at Freddy's is a very easy design game. It's a simply designed game. Now, if, loads of people are probably going to say that, well, Scott was able to do it, why can't I? You could, but the thing is, I don't even know what this tangent was going on. I just went on talking about Scott Cawthon. Not an offensive tangent, mind you. I'll keep saying it. I respect the man. Very envious of his success. I respect him a lot, though. And I hope he develops bigger and better, bigger design games. Like, less of the copying of the FNAF formula of a few things and more of the actual creative stuff. Okay, I'm going to head back to my base. I'm going to just head back to my base now. Oh yeah, I was talking about a lot of people like saying, oh, game design's easy. It's not. Go ahead and try and design a game. I spent 3 years in university studying how to do game design. And you know what? It's so difficult that I don't even think that I can do it by myself. And I know a lot of people are going to say as well, oh, but you're friends with a set gamer, right? He's got like 3 games. Yes, but for one, he had help. For two, hell is... Oh, that's just some foliage. Is that fragment? Nope. This is a cool place, though. I'll have to come back here and explore a bit more. Yeah, it's like making a simple game, like an RPG Maker game, or like a FNAF game. It's... I'm not going to say it's easy, because it's not. Oh, it's you guys. You guys scare the crap out of me. Oh, and then you just... scare the crap out of me. Like, game design is never easy. Making a game is never easy. It's very time consuming, it's very tough, you're going to spend many hours trying to get it right, trying to get it perfect, which you'll never do, because then you release the game and people say, oh, well, there's a problem with this, oh, there's a problem with that, oh, like, no game has been given universal praise. I said it before when in one of my Tomb Raider 2 playthroughs. I don't know if this is going to be out before my Tomb Raider playthrough. I need to store all this shit.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But basically, I mentioned that Valkyria Chronicles is my favorite game of all time. But even I consider there's flaws with the game. And there's many people that don't like the game either. Like Yahtzee, for example, really does not like the game. Okay, so I'm probably going to call it good. I'll probably just get my character up to full hunger again and full water again. And then figure out a plan of action for that. So, thank you all for watching. I'm sorry that I must have cut off like a million conversations there. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye! Bring it on. Come at me, bro! Come at me! Thank you. Oh. I try to leave. Man, who are you doing? If this was like look at that truck ahead! I was gonna have to probably be a truck ass. But that's sometimes at the beginning.